This is for my Back to Me bunch. So this is going to be the video for all the people who are trying to get back to their better selves and are doing this with me and encouraging me, and I'm encouraging you, and we're all going to get to our little goals, mine being the Princess Run at Walt Disney World. That's my goal. I'm going to do it. But I want to start by telling you a little story about myself. So when I was young, I've always been tall, but when I was young, my dad used to call me the president of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee in the Shitty City. And then as I hit sixth grade, I grew a chest. And I didn't just grow a chest, like I grew a chest. I had a very large chest, which also started to define me. And then and I'm also Norwegian, so I don't have a bottom. Like there's nothing, it's flat back there. So when I got to high school and I saw that all my friends who were finally starting to fit into these little bikini type bathing suits, I couldn't, because the bottoms that I would require were smaller than the top I required. And back then they didn't really sell two pieces separately. You had to buy them as a set. And so my choice was either to buy an oversized bathing suit that didn't really fit me properly, because that's the only thing that would fit my chest, or to buy something that was too small, too revealing, and I really just wasn't mature enough to handle the attention I would get because of my chest. When I say I was big, I was a double G, like good God. So it caused a lot of problems. This is when my dysmorphia began. And I didn't realize how badly it affected me until I had reduction surgery. I allowed them to cut them off. My grandmother had passed away from breast cancer, and my mom had had lumps removed, and I was like, you know what, they got to go. So I let them take them. I was a 34 double G when I started, and I landed on a large C when they were done. But all of a sudden I felt like my identity had changed, because this thing that had defined me for all these years now all of a sudden was gone. And now I'm left with this smaller front and this flat back. I felt very uncomfortable in the body that I had. So now here we are, 54 years old, and I've been in and out of multiple diets. I did Ally for a while. I'd lost a lot of weight doing that, but then it came right back again. I did Metabolife at one point, and again, it came right back because I stopped exercising. And now here I am now. I have been sugar-free for 5 years, but the antidepressant that I was on caused me to gain between 15 and 20 pounds. So I recently stopped taking the antidepressant back in February, and now I'm trying to get back into shape again and get that lost. But I'm dealing with the body dysmorphia again. I went to go put on a pair of jeans today, and I pulled them up, and I thought that they should be loose because I've lost 10 pounds since starting this journey, and I've been doing this elliptical thing for 3 weeks now, and I'm getting stronger and better at it, but my jeans were tight. And instantly my stomach sank, and I felt awful, and I felt defeated, and I felt all of the feelings that you would feel as if you're thinking that this isn't working, this isn't going anywhere. And then I looked in the mirror, and what I didn't realize when I put them on was that they were tight because the back was bigger. I have a little bit more shape in the back, and the front was flatter. So my message to you today is that don't let these things, this dysmorphia, these belief systems that you've put into your head for very long periods of time, don't let them define you. Because they don't need to define you. You get to define you, not these emotions, not these things that people have said in the past, not the things that you thought were important about yourself back then. It's who you are and how you feel and the effort that you put into it that's going to matter. In that moment, when I looked in the mirror and I saw that my front was flatter and my back was bigger than my front, I can't explain to you the moment and how I felt, because it was a turning point, and it was big enough for me to want to share it with you. I know that only about 300 people are going to see this. It kind of stinks, because I really think that there's a lot of people who could benefit from this message, but I'm 54 years old, and for the first time in my life, I looked in the mirror and saw that my back was bigger than my front, and I know that that is silly, and it shouldn't be something that I weigh myself against now or measure myself to now, but it made a big difference. So keep trying. Look at yourself in the mirror honestly. Judge the small things, not the big things, and keep going. Keep trying. I'm here with you. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a very raw, honest thing that happened to me today.